Right.
Hey everybody, this is Morning Mimosas. This is your girl Holly, aka Hanai the Goddess. And today's treat we have, you know, just somebody I met, in the last year, and she has been a dope presence um, in my life, and I want her to be a forever soul alive in y'all's. So I'd like to welcome Miss LaSoul to the
Hey,
show. Welcome.
hi, and we have the other half of Forever So Live here.
Oh,
Kitty,
my bad.
Kevin, aka Forever Born New. You can follow his journey as well.
Okay. I apologize. I thought I was just speaking to the young lady. I didn't know I was speaking to both today, so I apologize for that intro.
No
So we're going to be speaking to the
problem.
duo and
It's
not the individual. So let's go ahead and get this started, you guys. Welcome to Morning Mimosas. Once again, thank you guys for being on here. Um, let's start by introducing you guys individually and then also as a couple.
all right, cool. You want to go first, Vic?
Yeah. Uh, my name is Woody. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Um, one half of Forever So Live, and I also have our collective Forever Born New, which is a collective based out of New Orleans, just with positive, enlightening, and just inspirational people that are kind of just like just based on success and just kind of just formulating our plot and our strategy to just become more aware and more enlightened and just give all of that through like different forms of entertainment, especially like within music. And I would also say like I'm kind of sort of a visionary as well. So I would just keep it like that.
Okay. Madam?
Okay. My name is Lay Soul. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a poet, a writer, a painter, and just a connoisseur of fine arts. I host events, open mics, art shows all over the East Coast. Looking to bring that to the West. I also do plus size modeling and I cater. Uh, so yeah.
That is completely awesome. You guys heard that. They wear multiple hats, and I've seen it firsthand. These people are multi talented for real. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, Forever So Alive. First and foremost, how did that start? And did it start at at the beginning of you guys' relationship, or how did it all become what it is we're seeing today?
So it started off as uh, Whitty and I were roommates like 5 years ago when he moved to New York. And at the time, I was hosting open mics in New York and I was Whitty's manager. So here you go. The open mics were called Laso Open Mics, and Whitty always had his record label of Forever Born New. His record label been around for almost 10 years now, or 10 years now.
Okay.
So he came with that foundation, and we built off of the foundation that I made in New York, and it just came together as Forever So Live. We used to perform shows and do a lot of events, and we realized that there was a chemistry there that was bringing people to like support our events as well as support their own art in the process. So we decided to house our various businesses and come up with the family of Forever So Live. So that's where it started about like 5, 6 years ago.
Wow. So you guys started off as roommates first. Okay.
That's
That's
the
really
key.
interesting. Okay. Okay. That's a night. That's really awesome. So you guys went from New York, and then where did you guys go after that? Because I know um, you guys have traveled. So tell us about your travels.
From New York, we decided to leave the state just because of like the high prices and just the overall atmosphere, like of like how Soul said before we got on the call, like you have to kind of get out of your own city and your own state to grow and prosper and to diversify yourself to understand different dynamics of life, basically. So
Yeah.
from New York, we left and we went to Philadelphia, and I say we stayed in Philadelphia for about what, like 8 months to like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, we only left Philly kind of quick because COVID happened and
right.
COVID really
Absolutely.
hit the East Coast hard. So when COVID happened, Philly shut down. New York City like closed down. Colorado has been a goal of ours to like live in. So we came to visit Colorado before COVID and
No,
we
that was during COVID.
no, we went to Colorado before COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we enjoyed it. We had such a good time. I felt like that was like one of our best experiences of Colorado because it was before COVID and it was just a different kind of time. So, New York to Philly to Denver. And now we're here in Vegas. And we've been to other like places and performed at other places like New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Like Vegas outside of that of living here. But yeah, that's where we at right now. And it's been working out. So it's been working out. So
That is completely awesome. And I completely agree with you guys. Sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone to maybe succeed a little bit differently. So I definitely agree with that.
right.
And from the Morning Mimosa fans and for you guys as fans as well, why did you guys choose Vegas?
So one of the things that we chose, one of the reasons why we chose Vegas is because it's like one of the biggest cities for hospitality and entertainment. And those are like two things that we're in. We're into like performing, we're into catering, we're into like the event scene and the nightlife scene. And two, the demographics, we didn't want to go back home to any of our cities. um, we didn't really want to go to the South just as of yet because we have a lot of family in the South. So we didn't want to go that route. Of It was between Vegas and Cali is just like really, really expensive. That's the truth. You gotta make sure you are in a place of knowing people, knowing how to navigate your environment, and being able to support yourself when you do big moves like that. And Vegas for us was the closest thing from where we were at in Denver that was considered a big city that have entertainment, hospitality, and different things that we were into. That is not gonna take us just take us around in circles. It gives us more opportunities at like right there. So we just decided to do the jump and head out here this way.
Okay, okay. I mean, I definitely see that. Vegas and you guys definitely match. So I look forward to seeing what you guys do in Nevada for sure.
Yes.
It's gonna be amazing. You guys are gonna come back and visit us, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. It wasn't a goodbye; it was a see you later.
I
You
felt
know,
that. I felt that.
I'm just over the snow. I'm from the city. I'm from the north. I'm tired of the snow. I feel like Colorado snow is different.
Yeah.
Compared to how I grew up in New York, and we believe in plowing. Our Colorado do not. And we were just going through a lot of issues there, like with honestly, we've had really great experiences in Denver. Like,
Right.
take away from the people we met, the jobs that we were able to hold, the experiences that we had, because we never really had some of these experiences in other cities or even in our home city for that matter. So
Right.
definitely appreciative. We met a lot of great people, and we're definitely going to be back when the weather is warm and there's no snow on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the winter time, I don't think we're gonna visit y'all at all.
That is absolutely okay. That is perfectly fine. I absolutely do not blame you for that because, like I said, I want to get out of here too. The winters are starting to get to me. I'm 30 years old now. I feel like that shit is starting to hit my bones. I'm ready for Texas, baby. Texas is calling me.
That's
But
amazing. Yeah.
I am just really, really overjoyed, really, really excited for you guys. I've been, supporting you guys for quite some time. And we're gonna I'm so sorry guys. I do have two small kids. And they currently did just run into the interview. So I apologize for that. But we can go ahead and continue because these interviews are raw and you guys get the real me. And, a little incident just happened with my kids. So I apologize for that and my viewers as well.
We're good.
But we'll go ahead and just get right back into it like we do. So, but yeah, I've been supporting them for a while. I met these two cool cats last February.
Right.
So I've known them over a year now, and I was just vibing. I still have the video that I recorded when she did this bomb ass poem, and I don't know, just fell in love with these two. They're just really dope ass souls, and their name fits them because I feel like they're gonna be forever in my soul. So I hope they're gonna be forever in y'all's too. But goodness. What was I gonna ask you guys? It was something. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take like a quick turn and get you guys' opinion on just a current event. Can I do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So, what is you guys' opinion on what Ja Morant did here in Denver? And then, what do y'all think that his consequences should be?
Wait, you want to go first on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get like a complete backstory on that before I choose to put my 2 cents in?
Sure. So the story is he bought a plane. He bought a gun on a plane, and they're not supposed to do that in the NBA. So he brought a gun on the team's plane to Denver. So that's strike one. Strike two, he decided to go live and wave his gun around here in Denver. I guess after they lost against us. So the NBA was looking into that, and I guess the Denver police were looking into that situation to try to see if, any charges needed to be filed or whatever. And then they decided not to press charges because I'm like, he only had his gun on live on IG Live.
Right.
But I guess my question would be is, should he be held accountable for waiving technically his Second Amendment right? On a social media platform?
Yes, I believe so. Only because of his status as an NBA player. Let's see. If he was an music artist, which a lot of music artists kind of do the same thing, but I feel like the parental control is way more paid attention to when it comes to like music artists. But when it comes to like athletes, I feel like the parental control doesn't really need to be there because the way that they frame the arenas and the character bases around athletes, like all people of all ages should be able to watch them and not I guess not be just not be shown those type of things, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a basketball player, I feel like you should only be, not saying like you're limited to like just being a basketball player, but I wouldn't say you need to be promoting those type of things, especially if it's not like at a gun range or like in a place where guns are supposed to be used at. Like you're not supposed to promote that you showing a gun in a locker room, which is highly unsafe to everybody around you and yourself. So I feel like you definitely should get like a $20,000 fine, $40,000 fine, because it's like, it's like somebody showing their titties on TV, like like kids are watching. That's how I feel, like Like kids are watching. Kids are definitely watching. And like a gun shouldn't be in the locker room. It should be at a gun range. Like if he was at a gun range doing that, we wouldn't have a problem at all. But like
Right.
it's you're in the locker room and you're making everybody unsafe.
He was in the locker room?
I mean, he brought the gun here, so yeah, he had it with him. Yeah.
So
I think he pulled it out on live in the locker room.
yeah, well, that locker room looked like a little party setup. It had lights and stuff. Like, okay, I was confused. I thought he was at like the club with his friend's house, like streaming or some shit. But my opinion on it, I feel like 50-50. You know, I feel like it's a bigger issue of like, on the grand scheme of things, right? Like the state that he traveled to, guns are legal. So
Right.
there was no way for him to bring the gun on the plane without having a license. Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like depending on how they traveled, like he had to have a license to get that gun, because I'm pretty sure if he didn't have a license, it would have been a bigger issue already. You know what I'm saying? It's a legal gun. They definitely check that out. You know, because he's a black man in a white state, living life with money, showing a gun. So clearly, like I feel like that part, they didn't mention that part if his gun was, you know what I'm saying? So clearly it's his gun. I do feel like he should get fined. I don't feel like he should get fined that high. I feel like the biggest thing is that the NBA, when they recruit these men, right, and these women for that matter too, a lot of times they recruit these kids, and they are kids. They recruit them from high school and college. Ja Morant is 23 years old. I have a 22-year-old brother, okay? He is 10 years younger than me. And there's a lot of things that these youth can learn in an etiquette class. The NBA and these sports corporations have enough money to teach these men and these women how to carry themselves in public scenarios. So they have etiquette, they have class, and they understand the law. You understand? And I feel like that's also the coach's responsibility in their team. If you're traveling to a different country, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times these people already have enough stress fucking training, you know what I'm saying, and getting prepared for the game or getting prepared for press conferences. It is the responsibility of the corporation to make sure they're also trained of how to appear in conferences, to know how to speak, to know how to dress. A lot of times, like even the simple things of interviews, some of them dress really well. Some of them look like they just woke up and came out of bed. To our youth of how to carry yourself. So I think it's a bigger issue of these companies and corporations and labels, you know what I'm saying, need to provide resources for the people that are working there, because they're not only committing their time, they're risking their body, their athleticism, their lives. There's so many things that they are risking being a sports entertainer. You need to prepare them on how to present themselves like one. And I think that's the biggest issues, especially like with Black entertainers. They'll, you know, recruit us, they'll sign us, put us in the spotlight. But the minute we mess up something, we are wrong. You know what I'm saying? We are not, we're not showing a proper demeanor. You know, it's just all kinds of stereotypes. So to prevent that from happening, I think they should just provide resources for them, you know. Two, there's a lot of people that like be showing guns online, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it kind of is a little, it felt a little weird because it was somebody from the NBA, so it's a different look. Like, he's a basketball player. He's not supposed to have a gun, but he's also a Black man in America. So it's also that perspective too, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I feel like it goes on both ways, man. It goes both ways. And I think it's just, we just got to give resources and knowledge instead of trying to punish, because he didn't commit a crime.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
That is completely true. No, he did not commit a crime, but but you know, it's blowing up on the internet. There's like memes, you know, somebody called him Ja Warrant. You know, it's getting.
It's just not even needed. It's not needed. You see how quick the NBA dropped him? That's what I'm saying. Like, especially us, if it was a white entertainer that did that, it would have not happened that way. And that's what I'm saying. Like we need to provide, not we, corporations need to provide resources to these players, you know, and athletes and entertainers so they know how to carry themselves. You know, same thing for like rappers with rap labels. Like you'll see a rapper will sit here and support rappers and they'll listen to their radio interview and they're high. They're like, and it's not even a problem being high, but know how to articulate yourself. They can't communicate. They're
Exactly.
argumentative. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So clearly
Yep.
it's a bigger issue of how we just use and dispose artists for when it's that time.
I completely agree. No, I agree with both of y'all. It's really interesting, like, because I think all of us are born in the early '90s for the most part, and it's just really interesting to see how far things have come from the time I was born 30 years ago till now. Like social media has been I mean it's been a wonderful thing, right? For people's businesses and entertainers like yourself, to get you guys out there. But it's also been very, very cruel. You feel me? To a lot of people too.
And you got to, and
And
they don't teach you how to use social media. Like when
no,
you sign up, it's like, well, here's a instruction video of the ways to take advantage of social media. Like now they're trying to give you tidbits on how to use it, like social media. But 10, 15 years ago, I mean, the first original platform was Skonex. And it was like just promoted to like high school students. And this is where like trolling started, and then it
oh Lord,
MySpace. Yeah, I was on all these social media platforms growing up. I'm turning 32 this year, so like when Skonex came out, we were like, I feel like we were like in the original group of kids that knew about it. And if y'all didn't know about Skonex, that means it was only promoted in certain states. Because New York, everyone had a Skonex. Y'all should YouTube it, like for real. It was around before Facebook, before MySpace. MySpace started after Skonex, and I think that's what more.
What?
Yes.
What? For real?
Yes.
And my mind just got blown because I'm like, MySpace was there, seemed like forever. Well, it ain't. I mean, it's still here, but it's just not as active. Yeah.
Skonex was there before MySpace. I'm telling you.
Skonex. I'm gonna look. Yeah. I'm gonna look that shit up.
It, for real. I asked Witty about Skonex all the time. He's like, you never heard of Skonex, right? Damn, see, that shows my age. Watch 10 years. I remember Skonex. They're like, Skonex.
No, I'm definitely gonna look that up because I'm like, before MySpace, like that shit took me back. Like before that, they were definitely probably promoting that on the East Coast because they damn sure wasn't promoting that on the West Coast.
I mean, Skonex had the original content creators because Skonex, you couldn't really put videos up there, or I don't even remember. I know you could put music and pictures and stuff like that. So there was a lot of like groups out there, like dance crews in New York and like different crews, and they used to put their content on Skonex. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even realize they were content creating or they were promoting for this website, but maybe it was like a soft run. You know what I'm saying? Or who knows? Mark Zuckerberg could have made Skonex as a soft run for MySpace. You know what I'm saying? But Skonex is a thing, and I used Skonex for about like 2 years. Before MySpace came about, and then I just liked MySpace platform better because you were able to kind of like really create. It was just more creative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I really wish. Sorry to cut you off. No, I was just gonna say I wish MySpace was a little bit more relevant now because I mean does MySpace? I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen MySpace recently. Are you still able to do all of that stuff that we were able to do back then?
No.
Oh, okay.
MySpace caters to music now, so it is still relevant because it's been doing music now. So if you're like an indie musician, like an actual musician that play like instruments or whatever, more in the indie scene, MySpace is more like for you. So now it turned into like a music promotion kind of platform. But Yeah, it's not what it used to be with like your top 5 and this. It's not. And then even
Oh,
then, I remember I signed into MySpace a few years ago just to see if I could see old messages, and I couldn't see anything. So
wow. Our childhoods are just being erased. I'm just, but it's okay. It's all right. But I don't want to take too much more of y'all's time though. Do either one of you guys have any final words? And then also, where can Morning Mimosas viewers find you guys?
final words. We have some projects coming out for this year.
Yay.
Stay tuned. You can follow us at Forever So Live everywhere. That's YouTube, that's Facebook, that's Instagram. I just dropped my newest solo track, Wildflower. You can
Yes.
all music streaming platforms. Videos definitely coming very soon. My name is Lay Soul. You can find me at official.laysoul, or you can find us together as a collective at Forever So Live. We got some clothing. Uh, we're starting our catering brand, which is called what, Whitney?
Real crazy.
Creole Craze, where we're delivering Caribbean cuisine and Creole cuisine in a vegan and pescatarian way. Just a different
Ooh, yes.
on some soul food and Cajun food. And what else we got going on with?
And also we have the Forever So Live website coming out soon. That'll have like different videos and different merchandise, different items that you guys can buy from us, and just stay in tune with us. With um, also on my side, there's a new project dropping this month on the Featherborn new SoundCloud called Ready to Drop. One of my bros that I met actually out there in Colorado. So I'm kind of excited about that. Kind of excited to put that out there. And just get more of the Colorado scene and caught more of the Colorado wave and kind of get my bro out there as well because he's like a new and upcoming artist and he's just like needs that push and that community, that fan base and stuff that we have. So kind of excited about that. And like I said, my name is Witty. You can follow me at Foreverborn New. Follow us both at Forever So Alive. And that's on all streaming platforms.
Okie
And
dokie.
we gotta stay in touch because we can't give you all the tea. There's a lot going on. We got shows, we got competitions, we got clothing, we got different acting gigs. We got a big show in New York we're doing for the summertime, so we got a lot of things going on. So
And we also have a virtual housewarming coming up on March the 18th.
11th and the 18th.
On March 11th and the 18th. If you guys want to participate in that virtual housewarming that we got out here in Las Vegas, just hit us up like via DM, text message if you have mobile information, and have some viewing times on Zoom and Facebook as well.
That is absolutely awesome. So, by pure coincidence, this episode will actually air this Saturday. So,
Awesome. Yeah.
so I will actually put their housewarming link when I upload this episode, y'all. So you guys will have all of their information. Plus,
Yeah.
you guys can join them this Saturday. I believe it's in the evening time when they're going to do their virtual housewarming.
Yep,
Um,
afternoon and evening. One session is gonna be like 4:30 Mountain Time, so 3:30 our time, or it's probably later in the day in New York. I think it's gonna be like 6:30, 6
Okay.
o'clock, 6:30 in New York. So wherever you at in the world, come tap in. We got like 2 sessions happening. Then we're gonna end off with a smoke out virtual game night on Facebook Live. So bring some wine, bring a joint, bring your kids, bring your wife. You know what I'm saying? Bring everybody out and let's have some fun.
Yes, yes, yes. I cannot wait. I'm definitely going to be joining them
Yes.
on Saturday, March 11th. You guys heard that, right? And they gave the time zones, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all know I'm good about that.
We're gonna put the Zoom info and the password on a post. We'll make a post for the password and all that sign-in information for the Zoom rooms. Zoom rooms are so weird, Like
Yeah. They are. They really, really are.
Yeah,
But
that's our. Oh, we got to do a Facebook Live session because Zoom is gonna be weird for some people. So.
it is. I try to use Zoom for my platform, and it did not work out. So that's why I use StreamYard for everything, including my audio.
I mean,
So,
honestly, we're gonna check into StreamYard. If any of your audio is able to tap into Spotify, I think that would be a good platform for us.
And if you have a promo code to promote your StreamYard as well, just send that to us. So
I definitely, yes, I definitely will. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end here. I want to thank this beautiful couple for coming on here and gracing Morning Mimosas. I've been wanting them to come on here for a long time, you guys. So I'm really thankful that I was able to chat with them this evening / afternoon / wherever you are in the world. But like,
we can do a live session soon with cameras and everything.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get you guys on the schedule for that for sure.
Yeah,
but
just let me know your schedule and we can do something in the next few weeks for that.
Definitely will. Definitely will. As you guys know, this is Morning Mimosas, where we put value in criminal justice, promoting healing and education for our Black community. You guys stay tuned.